this is what I mean too about we the technology. Because if your phone is in a heat for a certain amount of time, it overheats. Not you though. 111 on the timer. We back, baby. Yes, God, as we in here. So 1776 speaks of we the people. So I said, what is the message, angels and ancestors, in connection to Mama Universe? And I used my angels and ancestors deck, and it said, follow the voice of your soul and be graceful in movement and action. The star ancestor and the shallow and master came out together. Some of you are literally demon slayers, for sure. And you have ancestors, guides that are dragons, literally dragons. Family is important to you. So this could be an uncomfortable point if you're on this, and if you're on this path of your journey, right? And you're wanting to make certain decisions. You may have done it before already. You may have done this already for some of you too. But you can still sense like the negativity of basically people wondering like, who do you think you are? You know, you feel like what you do is better than what they're doing, or that you're coming at them some type of way for, you know, wanting to move in accordance to unconditional love, where every day is a moment to celebrate, not just because it's on the calendar that you choose to, you know, get together with people and things like that. So actually what happened with the cards here at the bottom of the deck, which was the foundation of it all, okay? So this is what we're standing on, is the star ancestors telling us to follow the voice of our soul. At the top of the deck was the Shaolin master, letting us know to be graceful in movement and action. And in the center of it, which is basically the heart space of it all, the guardian angel was there, letting you know that you are not alone. And whatever it is that you decide to do, no matter how uncomfortable it may seem, you are not alone. That's what this Mars square and Pluto is also going to encourage you, influence rather than push. It's going to encourage you to do it. Okay? Especially when it comes to reclaiming your mind. I want to actually get the message from here about this third eye. I just got the chills. Liberate your vulnerability and reclaim your mind. The third eye chakra is located along the brow line with its access point between the eyes. Every individual has a third eye, but not all choose to open. In ancient times and across different cultures, the third eye was an asset. The ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Hindus all view the third eye and pineal gland as a gateway to the heavens, expanding consciousness and higher wisdom. Known in Sanskrit as ajna, its meaning is command and perceiving. This multidimensional door allows individuals glimpses into different realms, as well as remote viewing, distant healing, visionary experiences, and energetic practices. Using the third eye, this major synchronicities happen as I look at the timer. 111, 122, then 444. Using the third eye vision requires careful practice. Psychic debris, energetic distortions, and imbalanced frequencies can stick to the third eye chakra and to an individual's aura and energy bodies. This can leave you with emotional disturbance, insomnia, or nightmares, a negative outlook on life, or mysterious physical aches, pains, or illness. Currently, you may be feeling forgetful, moody, and extremely sensitive to smells, lights, and tastes. Visual stimulation is overpowering. Now is the time to reclaim your mind. Satisfy your needs first instead of people pleasing. Right now, feelings of vulnerability will rise to the surface. Fear of self-exposure and judgment will influence your current relationships. Fear of self-exposure and judgment will influence your current relationships. Avoid crowds and busy places as collective mental energy will influence your state of mind. Continually protect yourself from harsh criticism and personal judgments will keep you in a defensive mind state and influence your decision making. Intuitively, don't rush into a third eye experience. Take it slow and seek a suitable teacher to avoid spiritual risk. If you wish to intensify or gain third eye visions more regularly, activate and decalcify your pineal gland through visualized meditation and being mindful as to what it is that you put into your body. Okay. The shadow aspect of the third eye is delusion, fiction, studious, self-sacrificing, and that's highly potent while Neptune is retrograde. The sacred crystal is iolite. The angel of assistance is Archangel Jeremiel, opening third eye vision and prophecy, especially for those of you who have Neptune and Sag. This is a crucial moment for you. You have the eye of prophecies, the eye to see what's going to happen, even if it doesn't happen within this lifetime. But it's going to happen within a lifetime that your soul is present in this realm. Okay. However, we are stepping into the point where the spiritual, the heavens are going to be here in this earthly realm. So if heaven is going to be on earth and people, claiming to want to go to heaven and doing things in a certain way, where the fuck are you going when the shit's going to be here? Shout out to Bobby Hemmett for that one. The heaven and hells as we know it is going to pass. And not too long ago, that verse came along again, 3:11. The affirmation for the third eye: I see clearly and accurately through my mind's eye. I see clearly and accurately through my mind's eye. I see clearly and accurately through my mind's eye. Now that we got through those downloads, y'all, okay, or those messages rather, what else did I pick up on here? The message in itself, because those were the cards that were at the bottom, top, in the middle of the deck before the cards that came out following. It was the snake, which said to shed old skin, and I pulled that message at 12:08. And in the Hebrew numbers, that's connected to vintage. So you're shedding old skin from this old way of being. Ashe, I see clearly and accurately through my mind's eye. So I went a little bit more into what exactly, which is also about the Kundalini rising, the snake and shedding old skin. This could be in the area of your life that has to do with Cancer, Neptune, 10th house, 3rd house, Sagittarius, or 2nd house. And a notification just came up on the screen. Sagittarius, rewards that will make you very happy. So if we're speaking about the Cancerian energy, this has to do with the space of emotions, a child, a mother, ancestors, emotional wounds, or emotional connections. With Neptune, we're speaking of your intuition, your spirituality, but also your imagination. So some of you are really shedding this old skin through these experiences that you've had to connect even more so to this otherworldly space where you're able to create and bring heaven on earth, especially when it comes to your work and the way you communicate with others too. And this has something to do with your finances, because for some of you, your finances comes from your spiritual work. And your finances is also part of your emotional security, especially if you have Taurus in your chart or the 2nd house in your chart. That's that energy right there. The next message was autumn. Release the old and rest, and that has a raven on it as well. And I pulled that card at 12:11. The Hebrew number for that is onion, or the representation for that number is onion. So this is all about peeling the layers. Peeling the layers. This is your season, beloved. Go in. You already know the vibes. Taurus North Node, this is right now. And this speaks about the 5th house. Well, the astro cards that came out in connection to releasing the old and resting had to do with the fifth house, Capricorn, and Libra. So some of you may have Capricorn, Libra in the fifth house. Okay. And the final card was track down your fears. And this I pulled at 1214, which means to cut off. And trust your talents and changing times came out with that card. Track down your fears and trust your talents and changing times. And for some of you, you're literally digging up the root from unhappy sexual relationships and knowing that your first impression is always golden. So you're being more mindful of that, especially if you have Mars and Sag. You are able to produce so much in a short amount of time with Mars and Sag. Mars and Libra, you have to be mindful of the part of the relationships that you have because you're easily attracted to people who are of authority, which you can kind of lose yourself in doing that too if you're not mindful as to who you are, because you'll connect to that type of authority figure and allow it to take over you if you're not fully balanced between Libra and Aries, because those are the polar opposites. Like you hear me say often, a Libra without a backbone is basically not knowing self, the polar opposite to that energy, Aries. Okay. So following those messages, what came out was the 10 of Wands, the Hermit, and the 10 of Coins. This speaks of you coming to a point of success and abundance after a trying time. Going through that dark night of the soul, finding your passion, finding that fire within. Okay. So let's see. It's a tough one. Mars and Libra here, so true. Ashe. All right, love. Let's see what the messages are then. Let's see what the messages are. Let me tell you a little bit more here. Let's see. Give me a second. Because Mars is in Aries right now, and the polar opposite to that is Libra. So Mars square Pluto, there's going to be quite a shakeup in that type of vibe. This is where you hear that saying, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. We tell you about Mars and Libra, so you're not lacking that knowing. First of all, Mars in Aries. Mars is in its natural home in Aries, the sign that it rules, and emphasizes qualities of brilliance, force, and energy. As a Mars Arian, you are given self-confidence and force of character. Others always know how you feel about a subject because you tell them in no uncertain terms. You are courageous and honest, but the opposite side of the coin is that you can be tactless, blunt, and combative. Listen, I got a whole Mars in Aries. And I don't. Active and assertive in your sex life, you aggressively go after what you want, whether it's long-term lover or just a bedmate for the night. The professions of big business and politics are populated with Mars Arians. For natives of this position have a domineering will to win. You are able to make others respond to your ideas. Your youthful, springy appearance lasts lifetime. So this is the opposite side of Mars and Libra, right? Because Mars and Aries you're talking about now. Mars and Libra. When Mars is in Libra, the power of the planet seems to fluctuate. You are impulsive and sensuous in your sex drive. A great deal of your energy is spent forming emotional relationships. Yet you have a languid attitude towards sex and often must be sought after rather than be the aggressor. You are idealistic and aesthetic. Crudeness of any kind turns you off. You prefer liaisons with cultivated, sophisticated lovers, but tend to become involved in unhappy sex relationships. This position of Mars is excellent for unique artistic or literary talent. There is a great beauty and balance in your work. You have an inviolable ability to make a pleasing impression on the public. Mars Librans believe passionately in fair play. Your actions are always preceded by careful weighing of the pros and cons. You should be showing yourself if you got a Mars in Libra. Shouldn't be hiding behind a camera. Okay. That's another thing that just came across that. Let's look at Pluto. That's what Mars is squaring right now, right? And Pluto is in Capricorn. And if you have Pluto in Capricorn, you were born between 2008 to 2009 to 2024. Or at least that's when it was there, based on our era at this point. No, yeah, when you were born. Because Pluto in Sag is 95 to 2008. Pluto in Scorpio is 83 to 95. Pluto in Libra is 71 to 84. Pluto in Virgo is 56 to 72. So these are good things to know about. You know what I'm saying? I got you, babe. I got you. Pluto in Capricorn. This is where Pluto is at this time, squaring Mars. Okay. You better get to it. Show that face, beloved. Say less. Pluto in Capricorn. Because Capricorn is a sign of discipline and ambition, Pluto's influence here should stress responsibility and the ethic of work. Capricorn is the sign of government and long-term security, and Pluto may have the effect of bringing a new world order into being. Individual nations may join in a system of world government that leads to greater stability. Star watchers are focused on the year 2012, which the Mayan calendar marks as the end of the world. Many spiritual movements believe this is a metaphor for a change in consciousness, when the human race will adopt a more spiritual value system. Astrologically, Pluto in Capricorn holds out the hope there will be an end to war. By the time Pluto enters the following sign of Aquarius, which is 2023, the world will be in the age of Aquarius. And that in this book, this is in chapter 13. That number 13 don't play. Pluto will bring even greater emphasis to the humanitarian and freedom-loving qualities of Aquarius. There should be a time of unimaginable scientific discovery. For Aquarius is a sign of science and future knowledge. So if you got Neptune and Sag, this is where you come in. You step up. Shit. 322. 1522. When Pluto is in Pisces, human beings may at last comprehend the fullness of Pluto's power and add to their knowledge of the meaning of life. Pisces represents the completion of the circle, because the two fishes, one represents sorrow and the other one represents power. Pisces represents the completion of a circle, the last step before moving on to the first rung of a higher ladder. By this time, the human race may have evolved to a higher and more noble plane, which is going to be after Aquarius. Hold up, because I mentioned yesterday 2044. Literally, I just feel like it's like, yikes. Pluto will, oh, that's the last year of Pluto in Aquarius, is 2044. You see what I'm saying? Everything you say, just know half of the things y'all be saying, and you be like, yo, why would I even? It's not a coincidence. It's something for you to look at. All right, so let's see what the messages are. Thank you, Mama Universe. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, ancestors. I connect my heart and soul to Mama Universe. I connect my heart and soul to my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me, as me, for you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see. Ashe, 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 forever and ever in connection to the Most High. Star family, let's work. Let's work, baby. Let's see what the message is here. What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? Look at that. Mindful wisdom 28. Create inner harmony. Let's see which area. Let's see what the stars are saying about this. You want them to create inner harmony, mindful wisdom. The owl speaks of being able to hear, listen to what the heart is saying. Because as you've heard me state before, or if not, owls that are at the highest peaks of the mountain where you see snow, they are unable to see their prey. So while hunting, they have to listen to the heartbeat. They can't see what they're going for. They have to listen to the heartbeat in order to eat. It's a different type of hearing now. Mindful wisdom, the owl. For some of you, this could be your spirit animal totem. So again, when it comes to matters of the heart and relationships, you have to really be mindful as to who it is you're connecting with, because you have a supreme heart. Welcome, Evelyn, my love. Mindful wisdom, create inner harmony. What is the message here? Star family for the collective. It's the same way. See how the cards are responding right now is the same way an owl would be. It would take a moment to listen. It will take a moment to listen. Listen with the heart. Heightening awareness. The sun comes out, which speaks of your immortal spirit, purpose, destiny is involved. What about this for the collective here? The sun right now is in the sign of Cancer. The moon is in Leo, Virgo energy. For some reason, I saw 28, but I was thinking of 9, which will connect to Virgo energy as far as September. But this is a 10 though. Something made me think of 9 and Virgo came out as I was thinking of Virgo. Let me just see something, because the sun could be at a Virgo degree. And if it is, I know where we're going with this. The sun right now, bruh, it's actually at 9 degrees. I'm out of here. I ain't playing with y'all today. We're not gonna play this game today. It's 3:27. That's a 9-2. What? Let me see. There's something going on right now. What is happening right now? Where's my galactic signatures? Where are you? Yellow overtone seed. I empower in order to target. Commanding awareness. I seal the input of flowering with the overtone of radiance. I am guided by the power of free will, which comes from the solar plexus. Willpower is the sun, it's Leo energy. So the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, because that's the square between Mars and Pluto that could be doing that, especially when it comes to the way you're analyzing things, because Mars is in the 6th house. Mars square Pluto, 27 degrees, is a Gemini degree. Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury. What planetary hour are we in right now? We at Venus, and in 1 minute we're going to be in Mercury hour. Okay, so we aligned like nobody's business. Let's work. All right. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mercury. Mercury, what is your message for the collective? And it said, reclaim your mind. Mindful wisdom is out here now. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Mercury, what is the message? Got chills. Mercury, what is the message? Mercury, what is the message? It's having to do with the 12th house. The area of your life that is overwhelming, you yield to a greater cause because there's a lot of self-undoing that has to happen here. And we go, as soon as you're able to do that, you connect to the I am that I am, your vitality, your life force. So some of you could be hesitant when it comes to this immortal spirit that wants to connect to quote unquote mortal spirit that you have been conditioned to believe that that's all there is in this physical realm. But now, as you connect to this mindfulness, this awareness of the age of Aquarius, this star-like energy, begin to connect the dots or continue to connect the dots. You're now connecting to the wisdom which is gained through the challenges and obstacles that you go through, which is Saturn's energy, obstacles and challenges or restrictions, only to teach you so you can remember and break down these barriers that you have within your psyche that prevents you from expanding and connecting to your immortal spirit. What about the 12th house Mercury? What's the information you got here? Mars. Some of you may have Mars in Virgo. Let me see something here. What's today? Friday? Venus Day? Core Value Day? Okay. Mars in Virgo. You are prodigious worker. You are a prodigious worker who finds your best success in a systemized approach. You are ambitious and proud, though this is not always apparent on the surface. Extremely strong will. You can separate yourself from your emotions when it comes to making decisions. That's through mindfulness, you're able to do that. And also, that's going back to being of this world and not of it. Being a part of this world, but not of it. When I mean this world, is the systems that have been placed to create these worlds that keeps you boxed in. But now we're in the age of Uranus, Aquarius, which is outside of the box. There's an increase in your physical energy, drive, and strength and fighting spirit right now, too. It could be a little uncomfortable. Angels and ancestors, what do you have to tell the collective right now? What about the 12 house? What about the self-undoing, the hidden secrets, the sorrows that once really analyzed to get to this space of power? Power is in your imagination. I'm getting this vibe of something that you wanted to do since you were a child that you just put on the back burner because you saw the way your life went or something in your life occurred that took you away from that. Angels and ancestors, what is the message here? You got two. Be open to healing information, the medicine guardian, and the drum. Some of you could actually, you may want to listen to something that gets your body moving so you can move the energy around. Okay, your physical energy, drive, and physical energy, strength and drive and fighting spirit is going through this internally, you're having this revelation of your willpower that you didn't have before. My left eye just jumped, and that's Pisces. Honor your inner knowing. Medicine mother. Some of you are medicine woman, medicine masculine, medicine feminine. Be open to the healing information that your ancestors are bringing to you through your dream state. For some of you, that's literally music. The way you express yourself is actually healing. Some of you don't express yourself the way you're supposed to, so now it's creating a toxin in your body. What else here? Get out in the sun so the sun can burn up these toxins you got flowing through. Yet be the light is here, and then the out again. So some of you, literally, whatever it is that's weighing heavy on you, that's overwhelming to you, write it and burn it. Write it and burn it. Outside. Get under the sun. Write it and burn it. And be prepared to exchange energy that's going to allow you to create abundance. I bought a barbell some weights today. Ashe. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's go time. Yep. You on it with that one. Ashe. Some of you are of the light because of the experience you had in the darkness, which you embody both the light and the dark. Let me go to this deck. Let's see. Some of you could be receiving assistance for just so you can do what you're wanting to do next. Financial assistance, just to do what you want to do next. So be clear about what it is that you want to do next. Be very clear about what it, look at that, intend and create. Be very clear about what it is you want to do next. It's the high priest, which also speaks of the Hierophant energy, Taurus energy. Okay, you got the keys. I got the keys. Look at this. Anubis. Some of you got the keys to the underworld. Yep. Some of you here are part of the cardinal family, the family that speaks. This is Red Dragon, White World Bridger, Blue Monkey, and Yellow Warriors. You're here to establish the Genesis. Look at that. Scorpio's over here too. And you got full moon. And that was that message of May 16th, 25th degree that the crow was talking about. 1138 is 1111 here. Not here, but it's 1111. It's 1111 here. And I just saw the clock go from 338. No, it went from 336 to 37. What is with the 38? Is that the one with my father is the sea, which is Neptune? My father is the sea. There's that shit. Let's look at Gematria 38. Let's see what we're talking about over here. 38. Alignment is bliss. You tell it. Hello? Look at that. 38 is also connected to 180. And 180 speaks of a straight line. Okay? So that straight line, we're looking at Aries, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Sag, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, 180 degrees. Whenever you actually make a change in your life and come back around full circles, the embodiment of both sides, it's like the two fishes now. There's a point of sorrow that's connecting you to power. Chiron's coming through now because Chiron speaks of your deeply rooted wounds. And once you come up with a solution to those deeply rooted wounds, that's connected to your wealth. That's connected to your wealth. Hey. Let me see what else. 38 is the eagle. 38 also connects to Alice. 38, Blake. 38, Caleb. Whose name was Caleb? That was in the movie The Knowing. The little boy name was Caleb, and he was a chosen one. Okay. Black obsidian, Important. Just saw 717. All right, we good on that. We good on that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see what message we get from here. Okay, the family that receives is at the bottom of the deck. Establishing the Genesis is here. The power of intelligence through questioning by being fearless. So, obstacles and challenges, Yellow Warrior, is your best friend in terms of you gaining the emotional security of your throat chakra. The planet for Yellow Warrior is Saturn. But the cards you have here, this is amazing to see. These two together, both of these speaks of light, the sun, wholeness, vitality, confirmation, the energy of the sun. The wholeness the body requires is the energy of the sun. So if you have a soul, the sun won't bother you. If the sun is bothering you and you have a soul, it's because you have these projected beliefs. You better remove them. And quick. Your son's name is Caleb. Ashe. Chosen one. We have guidance, mastery, seed of the soul, cosmic energies, meeting of goals, transmutation of thought into energy for action, activating highest values, strengthening of psychic centers, the chakras, counterforce to the cosmic ice, Isa, which speaks of stagnation, force of fire in the physical and mental world, force of fire. Some of you may have Mars and Leo. You're mastering the law of attraction. The more that you strengthen the bond of the higher self and the physical self, aka the ego, finding and aligning with self fruit of one's labor. Then you have here moon tone number 10. Yep, definitely connecting to the law of attraction and manifestations here. Produce, which was also part of the crow's message. So you may want to, even if that means 7 days, eat more foods from the ground, that come from the ground, from nature, which we would call food provisions. Yeah, produce 2981. If you're seeing 2981, 1829, however, 8921, this is a message for you for sure. Or 829 could be significant, which would make the Virgo energy. Mercury, Sun could be Mercury also in Virgo. This is going through cycles as well. There's a completion of a cycle here. This is where you're being told to push when you're in labor. Lean towards your heart being as light as a feather. Where your mind goes, your frequency evolves. There's a spiritual connection on the horizon. We have Libra here, okay? There's a spiritual connection on the horizon. Then we have vulnerability, which brings in major changes. This spiritual connection could be with someone that is a yellow warrior or part of the one who establishes the Genesis. Red dragon, white world bridger, yellow warrior. Shit, I forgot the other one. But I already said it already, so you'll hear it on the playback. I just heard The Big Payback by James Brown just now. The Big Payback. And this is where the moon and the sun were as far as the houses when it was the full moon lunar eclipse. The moon was in the 11th house, so emotions that will attach to memories of social relationships. You were getting clearer about where you may have lost your vitality and your willpower to create during that Taurus season while the moon was full in the sign of Scorpio, 25 degrees, and 25 is Aries, which is the I am that I am. And full moon in Scorpio talks about releasing negativity. Let's go to the moon cards. Be bold and make the first move. Wanted to pop on through. Then I'm going to go to the tarot cards. I want to see what's up. Let's see what's up, what's up, what's up. I'm smelling sunflower seeds. Out of the shell, sunflower seeds. 344. Step out of your comfort zone. Your dreams need a practical plan. So this is somebody who you know what you're supposed to do. You're afraid of your own goals. You're afraid of your own goals, which means it's quite the goal. So it's something you need to step out of your comfort zone and continue to go for. A new start is coming. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Again, that which is being revealed to you that has been overwhelming is part of where you may have not allowed yourself to really go for being practical about what it is that you want, no matter how outrageous it may seem to you. Because if it's outrageous to you and it's your vision, then there's something about that outrageousness that's preventing you from doing it that's not yours. Got to figure out what that is. You are good enough. There's that. Full moon in Virgo, polar opposite to Pisces, Virgo. Then we have an end to a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn, which is right around the corner. 12 days. Okay. 12th house, Neptune. Again, Neptune retrograde will enhance those delusions if you're not handling situations accordingly. If you're allowing these delusions to take over your mindset, to take over your heart, I'm going to tell you right now, get up out of there. Know that you are more than enough. Just be practical about what you want and keep that shit to yourself. And follow your North Star. Follow your North Node. Yeah. Time to take action. Believe in the impossible. No matter how outrageous it may seem, if you can see it, you go for it. You go for it. If you can see it, nothing will come of this situation holding back. Nothing will come of the situation holding back because no one can see what you see. It's your vision for that reason. Look at that. South Node. Don't let the past hold you back. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. What's this that wanted to fall through here? Nothing is yet set in stone. What was that message earlier about that? Anything can happen right now. Anything can happen right now. But you'll be more in alignment to what Source has planned for you in connection to your immortal spirit that is already within you, but you're reconnecting with it by being mindful as to what it is. Again, I'm going to continue to say this, what you're putting into your body, what you're putting on your body. Make this real simple for yourself, because then it'll automatically like create this blast around you where whatever was there, connection to what you were putting into your body is why you're seeing all these other energies come by. But if you change that habit, Virgo energy as well, again, this doesn't have to be for the rest of your life, but if you find that you're going through this battle and you're stuck in something, then you want to lay off the flesh, because your flesh already is already in this heightened state where it's just all over the place type of thing. So you want to ground yourself first. You got new moon and full moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. If there's anything that you're going to give to the world outside of you, let that be during Virgo season. Which would make sense because from the first house to the sixth house, these are all physical aspects, yes, but they are connected to your spiritual essence. If you're not connected to your spiritual essence, which goes from the seventh house to the 12th house, then you're connected to other spirits outside of you. So from Aries to Virgo season, it's really that point where you want to, get yourself together, ground yourself, because between Aries and Virgo, you have Cancer, which is connected to the portal of birth, the womb. So it's kind of like you're not even born yet. Now you are. And you know what's interesting about crows? That they're monogamous in nature when it comes to their partner. But they don't unite with their partner after 2 years. So from Cancer season to Virgo season, that will be 2 seasons thereafter. Telling you, nature shows you everything. Not saying that you're going to take 2 years with somebody before you realize whatever if they're the one. No, you should know that from Jump Street. And the only way you'll be able to know that is knowing self, and you'll know self more and more through the obstacles and challenges that you do go through, especially through this point of being reborn, Cancer season, right now. Hope that made sense to you. Confidence is the key to success, which is next season. New moon in Leo. Let's see what else you got here. You're very close to achieving your goal. All right, now. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. The seers here see beyond the current situation. Let me just go over to these tarot cards here so we can get a little bit more about what we're talking about here. All right. See what the message of the tarot has to say. Remember, half of your body weight in ounces water intake per day. At least, get that water in you to flush out whatever it is, you're consuming. Throat chakra. So this message here has something to do with your throat chakra. Let's see what else. We have disruption at the bottom of the deck, which is the Tower. 516, which is going back to that Taurus energy. 7 of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus. If you got Saturn and Taurus, you're one who has to work for their abundance. And you're also one that people have to be mindful as to the way they speak to you about how long it takes you to do something. Because you're specifically designed that way, to gain through experience and put it together once you're able to remove what doesn't serve you, the toxicity out of your life, because you may come into this world already with a lot of established ways of doing things that really don't serve your purpose, and you're here to literally, you got sacrifice out here, which is again 7 of Pentacles. It's part of your destiny here. What's going on for the collective? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. It's the current situation. Okay. This is the King of Wands and the 4 of Cups, Moon in Cancer, Sun in Leo, Moon in Cancer. However, this doesn't seem like a person that's happy within the union that they're in, and it's blocking the way they express themselves. This is a repetitive cycle from the inner child, the child, to now. This is a natural born leader as well. But the challenge here for this natural born leader, emotions connected to ancestral wounding. This could be you if you, wherever you have Leo in your chart. Your challenge, some of you have to really get to the bottom of your roots. Because the throat chakra, as you know, is right above the heart chakra. And if you're not connected to the heart chakra and it hasn't been balanced from the knowing of the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root, you're not going to get to this point, which is also speaking of your Christ consciousness, mastering self, okay? Mastering emotions. Nonetheless, you do have, the joy and the light that's here for you, okay? You have the energy of the sun, again, getting in the sun, the fruits of one labor, aligning with self, harmony between the higher self and the physical self. And your joy is coming through true will. This is like being in a relationship just to be in one, but you know you're not happy being there. You're sacrificing yourself. Sacrificing yourself is also sacrificing your finances. See what's at the base of this. Get out by a tree and meditate. Allow nature to heal you and ground you. The answer, the solution to your problem is very simple. Very simple. Nature. Look at that shit. 8 of Swords came out and flipped around in reverse under sacrifice. You'll no longer be in this space of self-sabotaging your thoughts once you realize that you've been sacrificing yourself. This is the self-undoing that you have to do, is remove yourself from situations you know you don't belong in. Some of you already know that whatever relationships you have that are not fulfilling, and you know that giving is receiving, but you're giving and not receiving, you continuously look at this over and over and over again. But it's time for you now to release these self-sabotaging thoughts, aka giving yourself reasons as to why you should still be in this situation. Okay? This is also going back to being mindful as to what it is that you're ambitious about. Some of you in a place of work that you don't belong in. Granted, do what you have to do, but don't get comfortable there. Do what you must do to get to where you're supposed to go, but don't get comfortable there. Feel me? Look at that 9 of Cups and the Death card. The moment you go through this transformation is when the wish is being revealed or given to you. But let's see what's in the immediate past. This is exactly why you're experiencing this now. 10 of Cups. This was all here to show you the way to take action of your willpower when it comes to what you truly believe in. Mars and Pisces. All of this showed you how to get out of it and be patient with yourself. Saturn and Taurus. Some of you really got Saturn and Taurus where you can't allow people to tell you, or you're doing this too slow, or you should be doing this. No, what they feel about you is none of your business. Focus on you. Temper yourself. Because you a whole magician, divine being out here. Like it said, what did it say? That was the crow's message, 11:38. We will get through this together. You and Source will get through this together. Your tests were textbooked perfect. Okay? And it asks you, do you have your popcorn ready? Because it's showtime. It's showtime. There goes Leo. There goes the sun. Your immortal spirit is letting you know it's showtime. It's showtime. Wheel of Fortune on the other side. Divine intervention. Lining you up with your Dharma. Because it's your season now. Look at this. What's crowning this reading? 8 of Wands, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, and 4 of Coins. Okay, so whatever this is next that's coming in, the moment you release what no longer serves you, you have the great potential of one divine, passionate love where you can clearly express yourself without holding yourself back. And this is going to be something where you have a partner that you can build a legacy with. Or this could be partnerships in career. Feel me? Now, the Queen of Cups also, look at that shit. Now, this ain't no game. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups at the bottom. Family is important. And the Queen of Cups, she has to be around things that she loves, things that really fulfill, her emotions. But in order for you to connect to what fulfills your emotions, you have to know what that is. And it's not what you used to. Now I'm getting that message in the card of the romance angels where your partner is not someone that you're used to, however that goes. Let's go over here right quick. Especially if you are a high priestess, you're meeting your match. You're meeting your match. Your vibrational match. Soulmate, you're meeting the person, you're meeting the energies that are in alignment to what your soul wants to connect to, wants you to connect to. And remember, we're in the state of bringing heaven on earth, not like it used to be before. Finances and career. Financial issues are affecting your love life right now. What else? That's that 4 of Cups energy. Some of you feel like you're not good enough and you got codependency. You don't want to be codependent of somebody. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type. Thank you. Yep. What else? Ask for and accept support from others. Let your friends help you. And that's your guides, source. If we're going to speak of friends, those are the friends. Those are the ones that guide you to where you're supposed to go, to evolve through the core values that keep you upright. Okay, because a strong core means that you have a solid back. If your core is weak, this is when you start having back issues. And if you have lower back issues, this is also speaking of the Kundalini energy being stuck at the root and not rising, which again, the Kundalini rising allows you to bring the balance of the heart chakra so you can connect to the throat chakra, follow the vision of the mind's eye, and create in accordance to mindful awareness. Shit. All of this was designed right now. Everything that you've gone through right now, collective, is all connected to your 10 of Cups. Let me give you what Mars and Pisces is saying here too. Pisces, an emotional sign. Your strength with Mars and Pisces is your power to stir the feelings and grab the emotions. If you have this Mars position, you may be noted for your compelling imagination. Many artists, writers, and actors have Mars and Pisces. Enormously receptive to your environment, you store impressions in your subconscious and then produce them at the opportune time. You shoulder the responsibility of others without complaint. Intensity of feeling is evident in your sexuality. You are sensuous, have deep passions, and display a high level of fervor. You seek to involve yourself totally in sex relationship, for this is a way in which you can draw closer to another human being. So if you got Mars and Pisces, you really gotta be careful, people who you interact with sexually. For real, for real. You may suffer disappointment in love. During your lifetime, you attract influential friends and gain monetarily through from these associations. Even if you don't have Mars and Pisces, this is basically what this immediate past or the position of why you've gone through this experience, because the foundation is to release self-sabotaging thoughts. So you can fully step into your power, becoming this sage, becoming this wise being that has this amazing willpower to co-create with the universe. Okay, let's get one more. What's this? It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Ashe. And then pay attention to the red flags, the signs of cautioning you when it comes to enjoying the bliss of holiday time together very soon. Holiday time together, I see this more as you being whole day to day, that 180, the balance between both sides, the spiritual and the physical, not these holidays that you're hearing about. Holy time of self, being whole within self, you and the energy outside of you. Nonetheless, you being whole with yourself gets projected to whomever it is that's around you as well. So if you're going to project anything to the energy around you, make sure it's of love and it's of a higher frequency. You feel me? The situation the situation is calling for you to have faith and allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay. For some of you, you already know you're in situations where there's not enough chemistry to keep this relationship going. And others of you, there is chemistry, but you have to heal family issues in order to connect to this chemistry, because this could be that projection energy as well, where you feel like it's unrequited, but no, you have this, it's like this other veil on top of you that's attracting you to this frequency to make you think otherwise. You know what I mean? Let's see what's coming up here in the immediate future. If you are a water sign, specifically a Cancer, you want to pay attention to the messages you're getting in the sky. Because it has something to do with you building your legacy. You have to trust your intuition when this comes in. It's like the final piece of the puzzle, or the piece of the puzzle you've been looking for. Someone also comes to you in your dream right here, specifically someone you know that's a Gemini. Is it Gemini right here? Yeah. That's Mercury again. The year 84 could be significant too, or August 4th. This could be someone born 84 or August 4th that has a profound, that is going to say something to you that's going to make you go, oh shit. He did, but he has a Gemini rising. Ashe. And this is like the key that unlocks everything that you have to say. And this is literally when you rise up from the lotus, from the mud. Rise up like the lotus from the mud. And the King of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. So this is a masculine that comes in with this message. It's quick. It's out of the blue too. But this message you receive is coming from an ancestor, a water sign that has transitioned. Blue jays are significant too. Okay. And that blue jay went off 8 times, twice each time. The bigger picture is manifesting into your life right as we speak. Because notice as we were pulling the cards and we were looking at where the planets were and things like that, something is shifting right now. Let's see. Immediate future. What's going on here? Is this whole deck in reverse? Yeah, it sure is. That's for a reason too. Because we got the Hangman in reverse. You receive the enlightenment. You receive the enlightenment. And as Pisces, again, this shit ain't in reverse for no reason. Because I'd even check. Normally I would. Shit. Because Jupiter is also the ancient ruler of Pisces. And then you have 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is Jupiter in Gemini. Boy. All right. Let me hold up. If the next page is Jupiter, you got to be shitting me. It's time for you to go on an adventure. Or this North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio is preparing you for the next nodal shift when it goes into Aries, which is about the adventurer. So it's like putting all your puzzle pieces together, putting everything together where it belongs, include especially your emotions. Because some of you are about to do things that, again, people are not comfortable with you doing, and you have been chosen to do this a long time ago, but you allow the emotions of others to hinder you. No mas. Look at that Kundalini rising energy. Is it, huh? It's not going to be stuck after this. 3 of Wands. But again, 3 of Wands speaks of, you had to see all of this first. Because 3 of Wands is Sun in Aries. Again, with this Aries energy. And the lunar eclipse already cleaned most of this out. The releasing of negativity. That was a strong ass move, by the way. All right. Tell me more about the Hangman in reverse here. What's this enlightenment in the immediate future? You got the Sun at the bottom of the deck. And what's this? 8 of Cups, what you need to walk away from so you can get to your business. This is why, because it's something, I'm telling you, this shit shifting. It's 412. These cards talking about 412. 4 is the heart chakra. All right. Okay. So yeah. Walking away from what no longer serves you. Okay. This is Saturn right here. And my nose itching. That's Aries. And look how it's showing me. The 8 of Cups with the Queen of Coins. A rabbit could be highly significant. That's your cue. That is your cue. And I definitely saw one. What day was that? How I can't find my phone. What day was this? Say something. Y'all see me scratching my head like, oh shit, like what's popping right now? You see. This was June 19th. June 19th. Let me go to the chart. June 19th. Let me look at the time right now. June 19th. The moon was in Pisces, 12 degrees, which is Pisces degree, in the fifth house, which has to do with love, your own business, children, your power to create, your power to create. The moment you reveal whatever has been hidden to self and you walk away from those things that were literally keeping you in this self-sabotaging space. Again, I feel like that was projected to you. That's the truth. Split the deck. You see that sun card got the bull on it. You have the power now. What's the advice here? What's the advice? You have the power now to handle whatever these challenges were, Saturn and Leo, that were preventing you from creating, stepping into your purpose. See? For some of you, there has been some womb work done to you or someone of the past, an ancestor here. And you picked up on that. This is why you've been at a crossroads. It's a Saturn in Libra. So the more aware you are of certain relationships, this doesn't even have to be you in terms of this womb space. This could be of certain friendship or partnerships that you have around you that have this going on. And you have to be mindful of who it is that you connect to, not just sexually, but people in your social relationships. Because your energy is sensitive in the most beautiful way in terms of power. It's like a magnet. You are the law of attraction. Your entire being is the law of attraction. You can easily take in somebody's pain and do away with it, but you also have to be mindful of getting back to self each time you do that, because each time you do that, you disperse your energy to do that, to take care of something else or someone else. So being mindful of those who feel some type of way when you're in the space of being selfish, to get back to self, something like self, because you depleted yourself so much. So you have to be selfish. There's nothing wrong with that. Society has made it look that way. But ish is something like self, something like self. You know? Like her other day ain't the best. Yeah. Ace of Wands, Page of Coins. There's definitely some information that's going to come in to help you release this, though. To balance yourself out, to be able to handle it, which is going to be different from you dealing with it. You could still have the energy around, but you'll now be able to handle it versus dealing with it. Similar to being in this world, but not of it. What's the environment energy here? Three of Coins. There's some information online that you see here. Okay? That's going to help you balance the mind, body, and the spirit. There goes the Saturn and Taurus card, though. Now, that's Mars in Capricorn. Let me see. I know this shit just did not go straight to. I'm over it. Mars in Capricorn signifies force and energy kept under control to be used when necessary, similar to Mars in Pisces as well. As a person with this Mars position, or because we have this here, You are fierce, magnetic, and commanding. Your strength lies in your obstinacy and ability to endure. When obstacles block your path, you run over them roughshod. You have vigor and dynamic force, and also quiet self-reliance. Your sexual nature is earthy and passionate, but the element of self-control marks your relationships. At times hot-blooded, sexy, even romantic. At other times you are chilly and disinterested. What you usually do is channel your formidable power into the direction that serves you best. People with this placement of Mars and Capricorn, and I'm showing you this, but this could also have something to do with in terms of the challenges that you go through to emotionally become secure. But if you have Mars in Capricorn in your youth, you often have a secret love affair with older person. At some point in your life, strong personal ambition tends to project Mars in Capricorn into the public eye. Tell me more about this Three of Coins in the environment for the collective. There goes the Tower moment. What's the Tower moment? We have a transformation at the bottom of the deck here. For some, whoever this was when they were younger with older people, they could just be finding out that this older person is transitioning, and this is how some of them are getting the inheritance. This is also an energy to be mindful of the way they're being judged, because they come with that type of placement. Welcome, sacred scales. See, this is why it's important to really mind your business about anything and everything anybody is doing and just focus on you. Because you never know what type of placement someone has. Because how many people you'll know, right, that are younger and dating older people, like women who have sugar daddies, and people look at them in a certain way. Be careful how you look at them, because they're literally aligned with the universe that way. As far as we know astrology to be. Now that could also be changing, because that's the Tower moment too. That is the Tower moment too. Let's see. This fell in reverse on top of the Five of Wands, which is the Two of Wands, coming out of a crossroads now. Because 2 and 5 of Wands is Mars and Leo, which speaks of protection, of raw shit. $31.62. 31.62. This person could be born March 1st, 1962. Union, united, together. 31.62. $31.62. $31.62. Every day is a special day. 31.62. Austin just wants the truth. So I'm getting the vibe that this could be a child who just really wants to know who their father is. Or this could be some of you. Somebody wanting to know who their father really is. How will I know it's him? $31.62. There are no chosen ones, just those who choose. That's not accurate. Because the chosen ones are the ones who choose. $31.62. It's always the woman's fault. Now this could be an instance where you are told that this only occurs from the feminine aspect, whichever area of your life this fits. $31.62, fine, we will never see each other again, which liberates somebody out of a crossroads. Some of you could be separating yourself from a Capricorn Aquarius energy. This could even be an ancestor that you felt like that was supporting you, but you have realized that they weren't actually there to support you. And this is why you've been at a crossroads, because they were more than likely part of, that group of people who didn't want you to have the gifts that you have now. And you could have been told stories, about how people were honoring this person, but not knowing the truth about this person and who they actually were. Piece of shit, basically. And the moment you were revealed this is when you come out of the crossroads. Because along your spiritual journey now, you were uncovering mysteries of self that awakened the ancestor that was asleep, that was designed to protect you. But whoever this other energy was extremely strong enough to block you from the ancestor that was actually appointed to direct you. Okay. Some of you may know who this is because this person is living today, and this is someone who doesn't allow you to speak or say what you must say. Or you could have Chiron and Taurus in the third house too. I need to look at that Four of Wands. Yeah, whatever this is, because if you're someone that comes with great gifts, your demons are gonna be just as strong. 123.34. They're gonna be just as strong until you master your emotions, do all the self-undoing to balance out your foundation. Tell me about this Five of Wands here. What is the Five of Wands here? Some of you have been sacrificing yourself by not trusting your intuition about what you know. Because you don't want to hurt anybody, or you don't want to mess up the dynamics of something. Fuck all that. That shit's gonna only poison you. You don't even have to say anything. Sometimes you just gotta take the action, the steps, like it says here. Receive the enlightenment, walk away from what no longer serves you, and step into your power. This is pre-Empress energy. Queen of Pentacles is Earth, Capricorn, is cardinal energy. You're here to start this new beginning, so you could be a yellow warrior. You gain a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowing. Look at that, surrendering here. For some of you, the partnership that you're in helps you to do this. Become fearless and ask questions. When I say ask questions, this don't even have to be other people. This could be asking questions to the moon, paying attention to the moon cycles and what's going on, especially that full moon in Scorpio. It really helped you release the negativity to see what's being reflected back to you. Feedback, Libra. This could have something to do with the Libra. Someone that isn't diplomatic, but you are. What's the Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands the advice? What's the Five of Wands here? I'm telling you. You got this Gemini energy, Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. The reason why you're being advised to really go into these certain obstacles and challenges is because you have a great power that has already been gifted to you. You could be a Sag, Aries, Gemini, or an Earth sign, or the ancestor that is here to guide you has this as the big three: Aries, an Earth sign, and Sag or Gemini. There's also a soulmate that entered or enters your life as you were uncovering all of this drama. And they also taught you not to, helped you with, not treating them the way you treat others because of what you experienced. And just that quick little switch right there allowed you to realize your purpose. Or at least it started, that goes at April 1st, 2014. That's what my mind just went to. At least that's where they guided me to, where the manifestation started. There were things that were being broken down as of 2014 for you to rise back on up. Digging things up from the root, especially when it comes to lovers within your lineage, the way people see love and partners they had. Was it just because of starting a family? Because in past generations, most were focused on having children, but having children wasn't really solving the problem. If anything, was expanding the problem. Because nothing was being handled from within. The moment you receive this Ace of Pentacles, for some of you, this is a new move. All hell about to break loose for those who really tried you, which is an insult to doing. You saw this coming already, and what you wanted to do was avoid this, but they weren't listening to you, just like they didn't listen to Noah. So now they have to experience the flood. But you and your loved one gonna be chilling. There's something else coming from this right now. Because April 22nd to the 27th is the Ace of Pentacles. 1, 69, 15, and 6. There's a creative idea and enhanced unconditional love or new relationships that are coming in now because you decided not to conform to everything else around you. You not conforming to what's going on around you comes with the Ace of Cups. Your actual Ace of Cups, not something that is of the past. And again, going back to projections, people projecting their way of seeing love, which is not unconditional. And then we have here the Ace of Cups. See how the Ace of Cups, you have the serpent on the pinky. The pinky is Mercury's energy. Okay. So the moment that you reclaim your mind and you connect to your mind's eye, this is when you start busting through these waves, through the current. You're able to go with the current. You become the current. So it doesn't even affect you. You become the currency. So now whenever you exchange energy, it's creating abundance, no longer lack, because you're no longer at this crossroads. At least the energy in your environment has that going on right now. Whenever there's anything being exchanged, is to create abundance. For some of you, you're doubting that something's coming in terms of love, unconditional love. Well, let me tell you something. With the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Cups, that shit coming, and it's coming quick. That's why Source wants you to focus on you, because the message has already been sent. I'm getting the vibes that your prayers have been answered, and you're about to receive the delivery of it. But you have to make sure your cup is full and continue to keep your cup full. Anytime you give, your cup should still be full. Because you surrendered to the Most High. Because Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy, you surrendered to the truth that you've been seeking. This is allowing you to now get into this vulnerable state, which brings in major changes, because you're answering the call of your soul. The chosen ones are the ones who answer the call. Simple as that. You answered the call. The call to decide on what it is that you truly wanted for self. And in saying that, they were, some of you were hesitant in terms of asking what you wanted, because you realized that in wanting this, it would cause certain dynamics to change, because you would have to become a certain person. You would have to shift. And this shift creates, sometimes, depending on who it is, it can create a disconnect. But that disconnect is necessary. It's time to unplug. Pulling the plug on what no longer serves you, because it's not giving you the energy you need to add to your life force. The Four of Wands is again back at the bottom of the deck here. Man, listen, that is the truth. But the Ace of Swords, second time that comes through here. Let me see what this is. What is this Knight of Wands? Some of you could also be moving. You're going to be hearing great news about a move. You've been doubting that because it's been taking quite some time, and that's all you truly want right now. You want something to shift, and it's right there. It's literally right there. It's gonna catch you by surprise, because the Tower here in your environment. This could be someone that comes in and says, "Yo, are you still looking for this? Or are you still this, that, or whatever?" And it's somebody that you least expect. You never know who's watching. You never know. What's the Knight of Wands? Seven of Pentacles. You've been putting in this work. And that's the 5 and the 12 here, the throat chakra and the sacrifice. Let me see. Some of you have Venus in Pisces, and Venus is exalted in Pisces. You have a heart of gold. You have a heart of gold, and you've let everybody use you until you realize you became enlightened as to the power that's within you. Love is powerful. Tell me more. What's the Saturn and Taurus vibes with the Knight of Wands here? Divine timing, which is different from the ego's timing. You got the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Okay. It's been taking a long time to see what was actually blocking you. And what was blocking you or projecting this evil eye has been right under your nose this entire time. And you may have received clarity. Full moon in Scorpio. Ravens and crows could be significant. Like I said, no, a page is coming out the book. A page coming out the book. There's a page coming out the book. You will get through this together. Your tests were textbook perfect. Do you have your popcorn ready? I was once lost, but now I am found. And then it also said, let me go back to it because there was something else that it said here. It was basically somebody criticizing you but had no reason to. You're being criticized for no reason. Basically going through unnecessary sacrifices. And you're about to receive a great reward from the divine because you handled it. You dealt with some of it, but then you learned how to handle it. You're gonna receive a great reward for doing so. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Yep. You about to receive a message here. Page of Pentacles. That's new money. That's new money right there. Two of Pentacles. Being at this state of having to juggle things because you weren't sure. Like there was an energy around you that made you feel unsure, but not no more. Clear as day. Divine timing is gonna make it clear as day for you. And whatever this message is, that's come. What's the Page of Pentacles here? Let me switch decks. Yeah, I think this shit is a game. What's the Page of Pentacles? What's this information that's coming in to bring the clarity? The moment you close this door, or this is revealed to you, you'll be able to fully step into your power here. What's the Page of Pentacles? We have the Death card coming out again, or showing itself again. Scorpio energy. Knight of Swords. Gemini. Information that comes in from a Gemini that reveals this to you. And this allows you to close the door. And there goes the Ace of Cups as I split the deck. New relationships, or the one that you're in, begins to evolve to a whole nother level. Tell me more about this Page of Pentacles that causes this transformation. The Nine of Cups, a wish being fulfilled, and it fell on top of the Hangman in reverse. This enlightenment brings you your wish fulfillment. This is Jupiter in Pisces. And some of you, while Jupiter goes retrograde, going back into Pisces, you're going to be able to tie up these loose ends to go when it goes back direct in the sign of Aries. You on easy street. Yep. Completion of the cycle that comes with great reward. And that's in your immediate future with the Queen of Pentacles as well. But you must walk away from those things that no longer serve you, which is all about you tying up loose ends of what has ended. Because there could be, this is like the rising of the phoenix through the ashes. As the phoenix completely rises through those ashes, that point where there are no more ashes, this is what this is talking about. You soaring beautifully. Two of Swords came out, but it dropped on the table in reverse. No longer being at a stalemate. You're dropping all of these energies, these memories attached to emotions when it came to certain partnerships that weakened you. Yep, putting an end to it. Ten of Swords here. After this comes the Ace of Swords. Okay. What else? The Tower, which is in your immediate future. I'm telling you, this shit is right here, right now. Not in your immediate future, it's in your environment already. This change, this shift of foundation is already in your environment right now as we speak. Shit making me hot. It's already hot, but I'm hotter. Getting out of this state of feeling like you're left out in the cold because you're going where you're celebrated, not tolerated. You've been dealing with energies that were tolerating you. And once you handle those energies, you now stepped into or started to attract that support group of those who actually celebrate you. And not use you because they know what you know. They not use you because of what you know. Something about that too. They know what you know. Yeah, they know what you know. And that was part of the conversation. They know what you know. It was just 1:40:33 on the timer. They know that you were Earth Angel, and they know they fucked up with an Earth Angel. It's about to be 4442. What's the tower with this Page of Pentacles? The Ten of Pentacles. Tell me. Everything that is around you is blossoming, abundant, respectful, loyal. Ace of Pentacles. This is why you were being advised to. That's Mars square Pluto. It's gonna make you look at these situations that cause tension. For you to tell yourself, I am no longer doing this shit ever again. I learned my lesson. However, I needed to know. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that as fuel to co-create with Source, to co-create and step into whatever it is that my mind's eye is telling me to do. Thinking outside the box, feeling outside the box. 444, man. Look at that. They didn't know that you were able to handle all of this because this new beginning was tracking behind you the entire way. That 180, it was helping you to balance it all out, to get grounded into who you actually are. For some of you, is learning how to heal yourself, how to protect yourself. Some of you are ancient healers. Okay, under the Ten of Wands, look at that, Six of Wands. But there's a card behind here. It says, look at who's here. And that's the first card that came out, is the King of Wands. Some of you had a strict background that stepped you into these partnerships that even broke your heart even more, because you were at this level of anxiety and depression that was unimaginable. But it was through the imbalance of the higher self and the physical self. Again, you are the divine one. Your healing comes from nature, Source. The I am that I am. You don't seek the savior outside of yourself, because the savior is within you. There goes victory and success. Let's go to the outcome. The outcome of this energy here for the collective. What is the outcome? Y'all got ancestors that don't play. That's why you were chosen to take this journey, because you can handle it. Whatever it is, you can handle it. 144:14. Look at the outcome. Six of Cups. You're walking away from all this toxicity. And I told you, when you go, all hell break loose. It get real dark. Look at the sun going down. Scorpio. That sun in Scorpio card, by the way. Hermit. You are the one that has the torch. You are the one who has the power of the sun and the moon. You are both light and dark, but balanced out. You are both the spiritual and the physical balanced out. Tell me more about the outcome here. Seven of Pentacles all over again. Saturn and Taurus. You had many lifetimes doing this too. You were doing this for several lifetimes, because that's 13. The immediate past and the challenge bring 14. Some of you are death angels. Some of you really got the key to the underworld. This is why you're not to be fucked with. Then you got Lovers, which is the Gemini. You're the messenger of the gods. I'm telling you, This is for a divine being over here. Let me clarify the 7 of coins here. Tell me about the Saturn and Taurus energy. Let me give you the spiel. Saturn and Taurus. In Taurus, the obstinate and tenacious qualities of Saturn are emphasized. With this Saturn position, you are determined and capable and take responsibilities seriously. Your strong willpower borders on stubbornness and rigidity. You usually try, which is an insult to doing, to amass possessions and wealth because of your underlying fear that you will be left alone and bereft. Yes, so that's also a part of that too. That releasing that fear of being left out in the cold. So you went through situations to become enlightened about where that stems from. It says here, you usually want to amass possessions and wealth because of your underlying fear that you will be left alone and bereft without material resources or love. Unfortunately, Saturn in Taurus does not predict an easy time financially. Money tends to come in slowly and to be dissipated along the way. You tend to spend a lot of effort to put away the savings, stocks, bonds, and real estate you feel you must have. As a result, you are sometimes considered materialistic and selfish. However, once you achieve material comfort, usually later in life, you are generous to others in need, for you understand what it means to not have enough. Saturn in this position makes you susceptible to colds, sore throats, and thyroid problems. There goes the throat chakra. And once you walk away from these things here of the past, of your childhood, because you know what it means to not have. You know what that means. You know what that means to not have in your present life as a child, but also that which has been positioned in your DNA from your parents, their parents, so on and so forth. But the moment you gain this clarity, go through the transformation, this is when you are able to quantum leap. And what an age to do it, in the age of Aquarius. Mindful wisdom. Wisdom comes from the obstacles and challenges. Things are not happening to you, they're happening for and through you. So if you're going to vent, vent with the Most High, not another human being. One day may not even have the capacity to hold that energy that you're putting through their ventilation system, and it may get stuck within them, and then they come back around and it bounces back onto you. The same shit that you wanted to release comes back. So that's another way that shit happens too. Seven of coins. We got justice, the balance of the scales here. Four of wands, the balance of self, core values about self. This is now bringing in messages of love. And you're definitely closing out this cycle of the betrayal, the backstabbing, and all this other nonsense, because you're now connected to your core values as to who the I am that I am is. Expect the unexpected, because you decided to make your heart as light as a feather, trusting in source. What do you got here? Trusting your intuition, high priestess, and then you got the 2 of cups with the 4 of cups under that, which would be the 6 of cups. Okay, so the moment you began to follow the intuition, throat chakra, you are now connected to your core values of your roots by cleansing out whatever was rooted within you from past generations. See how this shit just got so dark though? It was a dark period, but now you're rising to the light now. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. Today's the 1st. 1 is the magician. You have all the tools that you have asked for. In this moment, just use what you have. You have all the resources necessary. Use what you have. Notice I didn't say what you need because you're not lacking it anymore. But you had the perception that there was something you needed first. You got that already. You're not lacking the clarity. You've received a lot of confirmations within this message, and that's basically what these messages are for, to confirm what you already know. Now go to work. 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 Your work you can't apply for. Your job, you could always apply for that. Your work is your soul's mission. And your work is something you enjoy doing no matter what's going on in your life. $454. All those burdens backing up. Can you tell me about that? All those burdens. When it came to past soulmates, or what your view was of soulmates, it's backing up. It's no longer yours. It's no longer your burden to carry. Look at that shit. The magician is right here. I'm off this, man. We out of here. Let me see what the mermaids got to say. Let's put these back. I love this type of heat, though. I ain't gonna front. Love it. I'll keep this here for right now. What do you want the collective to focus on now? Balance. Third eye. With the wisdom gained. Awareness. Focus on the magician within you. You are the magician. Look at that third eye. Trust your vision. Balance. This is the truth. 16, 11, 20. You're about to see how worth it 2011 to 2020, how significant it was. You're at the point where you're going to tell yourself, knowing where I'm at today, I will do it that way again because it got me to where I am. But now moving forward, because you're able to detect the subtleties of any form of deceit because of the path you've been on, you won't have to say that moving forward about your next accomplishment because you're aware now. You know that you have all the tools to manifest. You are the law of attraction. Open up that third eye. Remain balanced by connecting to your truth. And the way to do that ask for help. Through meditation and contemplation is where you're asking for help about what it is that you must turn away from. What else? Go to the ward and ask for help. Ask for help to free your spirit. You got to ask your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors to free your spirit. You know this already. You know this already. Yep. Light, magic. You are the magician once again. You have the torch in your hand to see where you're going. Even as you were going through the dark night of the soul, you still had the light. You are the light. You just had to free your spirit. Though you walk through the shadow of the valley of death, you fear no evil. Now your demons respect you because they know you're not the one to fuck with. Your demons want to become earth angels now. You're like, can I find? No, go sit down. Miracles. Ask for help to free your spirit, and expect miracles. You're going to be recognized. It's time. It's time. Yep. Abundance. What's on the other side? Hope. This is the star energy. Open up that treasure box. You are the treasure. Be open and receptive. Fuck that shit out of the past. That's where it was. That's what it was. You are the jewel. You are the gem. That's the truth. Ah, shit. You know that already, though. You know that already. You know that already. Right? Now honor your inner knowing and go off. Show the universe why you were chosen and why you were called. It already knows why. But it wants you to accept it with open arms, an open heart. Open arms will be an open mind. When it comes to love, love is patient. Your lover's supposed to be patient with you. You're supposed to be able to speak to them. Unconditional love doesn't really have those type of combative conversations. The wedding card came out in reverse, and then we have unrequited love here. This goes at the top. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership of your divine masculine and feminine within you. And what I'm getting from this is going to change your perspective as to what a marriage is. Because there are vows that have to be exchanged, right? Through sickness and in health. But you're not going to be exchanging these vows, as I said, with somebody that you can't even express yourself to. Or feels like they have authority over you, because that ain't it. Your divine counterpart is not someone who has power over you, but they damn sure empower you. And some of you were in relationships that didn't flourish because of that. But they were designed to show you who you are, so when your divine counterpart comes around, you don't sabotage it. Or aren't able to recognize it when it comes in. Pay attention to the red flags, the signs of cautioning you. Signs were cautioning you about what true love actually is by showing you what it wasn't. In order for you to love yourself first. Ashe. Loving yourself first it would have to create separation, because not everybody that claims to love you know what that actually means. This doesn't even have to be about a lover. This could be about family too. Pay attention to the red flags when you separate yourself to fill your cup back up. Those are the things you got to distance yourself from, because they will literally filter through the relationships that you have that aren't of unconditional love. Yes, indeed. Because some of you in partnerships, 505, some of you are in partnerships that people wish they had or will be. And if there's something that you will be in, and source is showing you what you have to remove, is for that reason. Until that happens, that energy is not going to come in, because it's too sacred. It's too sacred to be around any. It's kind of like a newborn baby. You don't want any and everybody touching your newborn, right? That's some real shit. This is a romance of a lifetime, though. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. It's safe for you to love. And if you're in a union right now and you've been removing, it's going to open up a new level in your relationship. Trust. Love yourself first. Continue to love yourself first, because that's what unconditional love is, where each partner is still independent. Y'all, that is your message. I'll more than likely be back later. More than likely. I need some more cashews. I'm running out. Just go out there, be happy, be of love. Look at that, children, new love. Enjoy your Friday, y'all. Just seeing 2 swans go like that in the water I have here. As I move over this way and that way, there's 2 swans like this. Y'all lit. You're so welcome, love. Hugs and kisses, intuitive flow. You're welcome, D. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.